This is the lineup that Wilfred Nancy sends out today. A few changes from the midweek. They rotated and rested in that match against Montreal.
It'll be a 5-3-2, typical lineup for Pat Noonan side. 6 changes from that 1-0 midweek win.
And we are underway at Lower.com Field. Happy to have you with us for this one on FS1 with the Hall of Famer Tony Meola. I'm Joe Malfa. First, Rashano orchestrating as Santos and Denke lurking. He's taking this from his own area all the way down to the opposing end line. Orishano cutting in. What a run this has been. Feeding it in front for Santos and punched away by Schulte. Overhead kick. Denke! Cincy opens the scoring. It's an 8th on the season for Kevin Denke. Welcome to hell is real, Kevin.
Well, Patrick Schulte here looking at the referee, wanting a foul. But the goalkeeper, we've seen this a couple of times through his career when he comes out. Moments like this, he's got to go through everybody here. Orishano with a great run. It's about a 70-yard run. Cuts his defender here. It's a deflected cross. Santos nips it. And Patrick Schulte, for my money here, Joe Malfa, he's got to go through this ball, take everybody out. Kevin Denke, an easy one at the back post to an open net to put the away side up 1-0.
It actually looked like Zawadzki pushed Santos into Schulte. If he would have left him alone, it seemed like Schulte had an easier path. To your point, Schulte still has to run through, but Zawadzki made life more difficult.
Yeah, again, that's what I said. You got to go through everyone. Doesn't matter your teammate, the other teammate.
Get Rossi more involved early on here. Try from distance, it's just over the bar. Dylan Chambeau trying to quickly level things again for the crew.
It's a pretty good look at goal. Just can't keep it low enough, but he has an idea. Look, Buka's just waiting there to close down. Wobodo doesn't close down nearly quick enough. What'd you say, 8 of them this year?
8 and 1. Varsi in front, almost. Aliu. Not quite sure if he got any piece of it. If he did, it was slight and not enough to get it on goal. The offside flag did come up anyway, so would not have counted, but promising response from the crew. Real Darby scores quickly. It's his 8th of the year, and here they go again. Santos touch it into space. Denke making the run centrally. Zawadzki recovering. It's over Denke. Evander's there, settling. Evander lays it off the strike. Save by Schulte.
Joe, this is just what we talked about a few minutes ago. When Moreira and Farsi get forward, when the ball turns over, get into that space. See the space that's vacated. You can see Farsi and Moreira up the field already. He gets around his defender here. Good ball chipped in. I don't know if he's looking at this back post for Evander or not, but Evander patient here in front of Nagbe. Buka comes in. Allows Patrick Schulte to make a pretty good save.
This is where they're dangerous. Rossi has Farsi to his right. Rossi still feeds Mo Farsi. Saved by Celentano.
Good save here at the near post. A little ball clipped in. They win the header, and Rossi's off to the races here. Farsi, we know he loves to get forward, trying to squeeze it in that near post. Good foot save. A little bit more difficult than I thought it was here.
Moreira, the reigning MLS Defender of the Year. Matt Miazga had it the year prior. Denke in behind, seemed offside, but the flag stays down for now. Denke lays it off. Santos saved. Corner for Arston. Feeds it through Zawadzki, feeds it in front, still loose now, barreling toward goal, ends up over the bar, and out for a goal kick. Armston sent on a run, Orishano trying to close down the distance. Armston, Rossi, shout for handball given. There wasn't much hiding that one, Haglund knew it right away.
Yeah, a bit of frustration for the defender here, Rossi. And a little darting run in as Marston cut in the middle of the field, plays it to his feet, and this ball bounces up. I'm not quite sure if he's just trying to push it by him and it jumps off his foot. Either way, I don't think there's any doubt that it hits the hand of Nick Haglund here. Referee Rubio Vasquez immediately, I see that ball jumps off his foot. Haglund's hands out. Not quite sure what else you can do as a defender. Just an unfortunate moment for that man there, Nick Haglund. Well, Rossi had the ball in his hand just a few minutes ago for a penalty kick. Maybe he was foreshadowing a little bit here.
6 goals on the season, 69 in his MLS career. best 11 Golden Boot winner, Young Player of the Year back in 2020 with LAFC. Columbus bought him for nearly $6 million 2 years ago from Fenerbahce after some time in Turkey. Denke scored 6 minutes into the first half. A chance for Rossi 8 minutes into the second half against Celentano. There's the whistle. Crowd at the ready to celebrate behind goal. Rossi calmly tucks it in. Level in Columbus.
Well, Joe, we were talking about it's been a pretty good start for the Columbus Crew coming out of the dressing room down 1-0. A little more attitude about getting forward here, getting into the final third. They get their reward here with a penalty kick. That man, Diego Rossi, created it and then eventually buries it. Cool as you like as he steps up. Here's the play, Arston out wide. And it's just unfortunate for Nick Hagelin, the defender. You can see him just in space right now. Rossi peels off and clips the ball up, and you see it bounces up on the ground, so it's actually a poor touch from Rossi here. This one is not a poor touch. Sees the goalkeeper go one way, he goes the other. We're all tied up here. Celentano going early there. You can see on that play made it far too easy for Rossi. Right, tight spaces, tight areas.
Now fed in after the short corner routine. The header saved by Celentano, robbing Jason Russell-Rowe.
A draw or even 3 points for FC Cincinnati. We're going to rewind to the 73rd minute. Oof. We're cutting up the highlights here. We got to put 2 or 3 angles of this one on. That's a really...
Floated in by Chambeau. The header over the bar. Got into a great position. In the end, Moreira just puts it high.
I thought this was one here that Celentano could come for. I don't know if there's much traffic in front of it. It'll be hard to tell from this angle. It doesn't have a lot of air under it, but it looks pretty deep. And Moreira, that's one he's going to want back. Miles Robinson does just enough. Boy, it sure looks like Celentano could make a move for it, but he doesn't. Miles Robinson just...
Another one of those nights where Wilfried Nancy felt his side deserved more but didn't get the win, and that is the case. Final whistle goes. These teams share a point each on a goal each.
Yeah, and you just touched on it there at the end. And Wilfried Nancy, you know, his team's going to have to find that killer edge. These two guys have so much respect for each other. Had so many good things to say about each other and how they challenge each other. In the end, though, a point for each team.